All right, here's a sneak peek. Looks like we got a roof. What else we got? We got this gigantic boat anchor, that 306 cylinder, out, ready to go in. So it's gonna be a good episode. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. Also, can you like and comment for me? We're this close to being monetized, and it sure would be nice to make a little something, a little change. Got a little jingle, you know what I mean? Thanks. Welcome back to the garage. I missed you guys. Yeah, you're late, but whatever. At least you're here. This week, we're going to be working on this roof again. We were going to do the hinge pockets for the suicide doors, but unfortunately, it's supposed to be below zero next week. So the plan is we'll work on the roof for a little while because it's nice and warm in here, and then we'll go try to get that motor and transmission out of the donor vehicle. So without further ado, let's get to work. I missed you guys. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it was pretty tough to get this rolled to the correct radius. So I got a little bit of work here to do. We need to trim up here. We're going to take some of this out of the back so that this sits a little bit lower because right now it's pretty high. So we're just trying to blend it in. And then if you look down this body line now, you can see that it is running downhill. So get the Sharpie out. We'll trim a little bit of this off. We'll trim some of this. And then see where we're at. We might have to set it on the ground and stomp on it a few times, you know. Get it a little bit better. We got a brand new sponsor. Super Frogs Signs and Graphics out of Moorhead, Minnesota. Kind of hard to see, but I'm going to be sticking a few Whiskey Dent stickers on this thing. So anyways, let's get this cut down. We'll throw this sticker on, see what our roof looks like. All right, so as you can see, this side is pretty high. So I kind of figured I'd just follow this. And see where that takes us. And then I'm going to take just a little bit out of here too. Let's just look, well, actually, I'm not going to be able to take that much out of there. Maybe I'll start with half of that. We don't need to take it all out at once. We'll probably just take some off, sneak up on it. Has anybody else gotten sick this winter and been sick for 3 weeks straight? I don't know. Just can't shake it. Anyways, let's cut some metal. You know what? I figured we might as well throw this sticker on here real quick. The trick is with these is that you want to pull the hard paper backing off. Hopefully the sticker all comes with it. Come on. Don't fight it. Typically, you'll mark this or you'll tape this on so that you get it on there straight. But they made me 3 of these. I'm just putting this one on here just for fun. But the other 2 we'll actually use. But you know, like permanently. But for now, I'm just gonna stick this one on there. Just take a wild guess. I think that's pretty close. And I like to start on one side and then work my way all the way to the other. And then I'll work down. Butch over there also gave me this tool for applying these stickers. what this does is it'll get all of your air pockets and whatever else out. It promotes good adhesion. So I like to try to get all the air out with the paper on it so that you don't rip the sticker. No promises though. I am not a professional. Butch and Mike are the ones that are the professionals. They can do this kind of stuff with their eyes closed. For the rest of us, it might take a little bit longer. There are other little tricks too. Like if you can't get an air bubble out, stab it with a razor and then just push all the air out around it. That works. I think that works pretty well as long as you don't get any moisture back behind it. I probably shouldn't even have stuck this one on there that good because I am going to have to take it off once we start doing body work, but at least we'll get to look at it for a few months. I think that's close enough. Time for the unveiling. I like to just grab the sticker and keep it tight. Excuse me, the paper, and keep it tight to the sides, and then you just pull it back. Go nice and slow because sometimes if you didn't quite get it pressed on there right, your sticker will try to move. So, especially on like corners and stuff. But they use high quality materials, so you really shouldn't have any problems. So that looks pretty good. I'm really happy with that. I think it looks nice on there too. What do you guys think? Should we stand back and take a gander at it? All right, let's do it. Woo, that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? See if I can get it all in one picture. A bigger garage. No, you can't hardly see it, but it's there. Yeah, daddy likey. I almost think I should have put it on the hood, but oh well. Yeah, what do you guys think? Huh? Huh? Extreme close up! Alright, so I got it cut. I took some out of here. I actually slid this whole thing back a little bit. I got it screwed on. We're real close now. I stepped on it, tried to squish her down a little bit. It's a whole lot better. Back here, being that it was two different cabs, I'm going to have to blend this. So I think I'll probably cut some of this off and then maybe come in at an angle or something. Maybe take a notch out of this, push it over. Not exactly sure yet. Probably just cut some off and then maybe add it back later. I don't know. Looking back, I really wish I would have used the green cab for the front. But what do you do? I made a whole lot more work for myself, but we'll get her done. 5-gallon bucket of mud on here or something, but it'll look good. Anyways, I'm going to get to cutting some more. Okay, that's screwed on there exactly where I want it. I am going to have to put a small filler piece in here, but this might be the wrong way, but I'm welding it on there just like that. And then this little bit of this 16 gauge gap or whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to fill it in with mud. I don't know. I feel like if I cut that piece out, it's just going to be a struggle. And right now, I think that looks pretty good. I like the way it looks, so I don't know. I did a relief cut here, and I cut some of this off so that I can blend this into the other cab. So who's going to be the first one to tell me that I did it wrong or whatever? I'm no professional, so if you got a better way, well, let me know. Time to do some welding. Okay, so I have it cleaned up. Plan is to weld it wherever it's tight. I got the jack in here lifting up on this roof a little bit because it wanted to sink down right there. So I brought it up just a hair where it needs to be. Just going to run around and tack it in a few spots, and then I'll have to get the hammer out and then finesse a few areas. So anyways, all right. So we're just going to weld it in a few spots. I know there's guys saying, oh, that's not the way to do it. Well, you're not here. Sorry. Starting to get a little cold out in the garage. So let's get this welded up quick. Has anybody went and checked out Slick Truck Parts? Huh? If you need anything, you probably should. So anyways, let's do a little bit of welding. Put you on time lapse so you don't have to be bored to death. All right. It looks a whole lot better than I thought it was going to. Let me shut this welder off real quick. I was thinking about keeping this factory seam, but you know what? I'm just going to grind that factory Bondo out of there, then weld that up. You remember I folded this piece over or whatever? I'm going to tip it back and then I'll just weld it right on there. So otherwise we're doing good. This is blending in real nice to the rest of it. Should be real easy to body work. I still need to pull all them screws out, but I like it. I don't think it looks bad at all. So everything looks straight. You know, if you look down, it's real close. I may need to recreate this body line just a hair, but you know, the back of these cabs kind of suck in. So all in all, I'm pretty happy. Actually, I'm really happy. It's turning out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So anyways, I'm going to get that piece bent back up, and then we'll weld that, and then we'll check the time. It might be time to go pull that motor. Otherwise, maybe we'll start on the other side. But all in all, I think we're doing pretty good. Hey, could you guys do me a favor and watch this video all the way to the end? I'm like 100 hours short of my getting monetized, so I might actually be able to make a little bit of money and not just be doing it strictly for fun. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. Oh, also, we're at 2,425 subscribers. Thanks. Hopefully we can hit that 10,000 mark by spring. Maybe, I don't know, 25,000, 50,000 by Christmas. So anyways, well, I mean, obviously I still need to finish welding it, but I like it. I think it looks real good. We are winning. Woohoo! It's almost noon. I have to pick my son up for daycare in like 3 hours, and it's pretty smoky in here, and my lungs just aren't having it. So I think it's time we put them little tiny coveralls on and go pull that motor and trans. If I got time, we'll maybe knock the other side out or at least get it started. But for now, let's go pull a motor. All right. So we got this piece sitting up here. I marked it where I need to cut it. I need to take a sliver out of that. I need to cut this whole back portion off. And then we'll have to cut just a little bit of this off, but I'm not going to get to that yet. We'll cut along this line. We'll take a little pie piece out of there because this is going to get pushed in and kind of turn. And then we do a relief cut here. I marked all of this stuff so that I know where I need to clean my paint off. So I'll get it cut, and then I'll probably step on it a little bit, get her looking a little bit better. Maybe get the hammer and dolly out, flatten this out the best I can because she's a little bit banged up. But yeah, all in all, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to knock this one out quick. I'll probably just cut it and then maybe screw it down, maybe just set it down. I don't know. We really need to get out there and get that motor and tranny pulled. So anyways, we'll just do this quick. Oh, I'm going to have to bend this piece up too like I did on the other side. So we're going from that. Just take one more peek at it so you guys can get a good look at it. See how I did a relief cut here and then took this out, cut this off. The factory body line, this seam, actually stuck up 1/8 of an inch. So that works out really well. They got this Bondo or whatever they got in these drip rails. I need to scrape all that out, then I'll get that welded. And I'm probably, I don't know if they use seam sealer now for that or what they use, but we'll get it all filled up like the factory had it. Just like this. There was a gap right here. Gap, and then they never lined up straight from the factory. Like there's a 16th here. So that'll make this a really easy transition into covering all this up. So you won't even be able to tell. Looking back, I really wish I would have got the panoramic sunroof out of like a Ford Explorer, like the newer style. But now I know for when I build mine, experience and knowledge is worth a lot. So anyways, enough talking. Jeez, get to work. All right, so on the other side, I didn't do this, but you should really take your negative screwdriver and knock this seam sealer or whatever this stuff is. I don't know if it's Bondo. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you, but since 1966 it's been in there. I don't want it in there. So always use your hand hammer so that later on in life you have difficulty holding stuff like a genius. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, I am so freaking excited about this. Like all this is finally starting to come together. I couldn't be happier. It would be nice if a guy had a little help. I'm not complaining. It's coming together great. So let's grind this paint off quick. I'll probably just screw it on and then we'll go finally pull that motor. It's almost 1 o'clock already. All right. Still need to bend this piece back up, but we got her screwed on there. See what we're working with. It's gonna look good. I still need to make the 3 reinforcements that I'm gonna put underneath to hold everything up. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to put a headliner in here. I don't know if I should just take the factory style, those boards or whatever it is, and then just go front to back and make my own. If I can buy a sheet that big, I guess I don't know. Maybe secure a couple together. I don't know yet. But Yeah, let's go finally pull that motor and tranny out of there. All right, so for once it's not insanely windy out here. It is like, I don't know, maybe 30 degrees, I suppose. Oh, grab my custom hood popper, or hood propper. So, told you last time I was just gonna get after it with the Sawzall. Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a few of these wires loose, heater hoses and stuff like that, and I'll cut them motor mounts, transmission mount. I do need to unbolt the stiffener or whatever for the clutch. But outside of that, yeah, I think it's all getting cut. I should probably grab a negative screwdriver and remove the radiator hose, because I'll probably be reusing the radiator, since it doesn't look bad and it must have worked with this. So anyway, let's do it. All right, so I'm just going to take a video of all of this stuff, where it's plugged in and whatever else, because I am going to reuse all of it. So that being said, this will just make it a little bit easier on a guy. You know what I mean? Fuel line. All right. I think we can figure it out from there. Let's cut it. Well, wouldn't you know it, it's starting to rain. Freezing rain even. Now she's nice and slick. Great. What do you think of that? Ooh, that's nice. Anyways, let's work on it a little bit. You know, I'm just looking at this wiring. Who does this? I mean, come on. Knock it off. You must have had that on the battery with the vice grip or something. That's real nice. You want to know how to burn your project to the ground? Take a few lessons from whoever did that. And then, what about this? Is that a relay for the headlights? Does anybody know? We got a green and a yellow going to it, but here's the yellow, but then this green's got a orange line on it, and then there's a black, and so I don't know what's going on with that, but I think the rest of the stuff should be pretty straightforward. Looks like all this stuff got hot. It's all melted, and yeah, boy, I don't know. Stop it. Just stop it. All right. Drive shaft is free. That really sucked. Now I'm going to cut them bolts loose for the cross member. And then they riveted the hanger bearing on. So I will be cutting those off as well. Might as well do the exhaust while I'm down here too. Just about free. So still raining, so I can't really record anything from the top, but yeah, that's where we're at. Be right back. All right, got it lifted up just a little bit. Everything's free except I still need to remove the shifter. Otherwise, and what else? Oh, I gotta disconnect that that piece that goes up to the clutch pedal. So otherwise, we're getting there. It's still raining, so I really haven't been able to record much because, well, I don't want to ruin my phone or any of my other equipment. So, but anyways, I'm going to get that stuff loose and hopefully we can snatch this out of there. The ground is pretty frozen, so that might actually help wheel it over into the garage. So Yeah, let's pull the shifter out quick. All right, so any of you guys that have never done this before, to get this shifter off, you actually have to turn this the other way. Eventually it'll spin loose. And I'm pretty sure it just picks straight up, but I don't remember. You might want to put a rag or something over it too, so that you don't get stuff in your hole. But yeah, there it is. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything to it. I like it. All right, so I gotta finish pulling this cover off. It just makes it a little bit easier, and I'll put something in that hole. So once I get that free, we should be able to pull this motor out. Man, this thing just wants to keep fighting me. I had to cut the transmission cross member because I couldn't get that bolt out. Now I gotta go up and then pull it forward. I just can't win. So close. We'll I'll give it a yank, see if I can pull it out, and then we'll be right back. You're not gonna believe this. So, I forgot to disconnect the speedometer cable, which is no big deal, but this ground wasn't as hard as I had anticipated. So, it's sunk to the wheels, and now I can't pull it out. So I don't know if I'm gonna just take the hood off and try to tip the whole thing over and then get another bite. Oh man, this thing is really fighting me. Even cutting everything out, like, I don't know. It's been a struggle the whole time. But anyways, I still have all my fingers, all my toes. So let's see if we can get this damn thing out of here. Anybody want to come help? A little help, please. Ugh. Man, that really sucked. But she's hanging. Hanging and six banging. So, cut a bunch of it out. A lot of weight reduction going on in there. I don't know what I'm even going to use of these parts, but I didn't feel like climbing under there, so I cut that speedometer cable. I didn't want it, the whole thing falling on me or something. That would have been awkward, you know. Nobody wants to find their significant other pinned underneath an engine or something, you know. Dead as a doornail. Anyways, it's out. Now I just gotta try to figure out how in the heck I'm gonna get it all the way over to the garage, because she's slick out right now. I don't know, maybe I can get it with the pallet jack. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, there it is. Well, I got it on the pallet jack, but the problem is, being that it rained and froze, I can't get any traction. So I can't pull that thing up into the garage. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna get some salt or something. Some floor dry, I don't know. Spread her out. It's 4 o'clock, so I'm out of time. I got tools everywhere. I gotta go get my son from daycare. Oh man. Struggle bus day. Struggle. Okay. I got it. I win. Fake middle finger. Anyways, I'm gonna pull my tools in, and then we'll go get my boy. I'll come back and yeah, probably close out the video, say our goodbyes, whatnot. All right, see you then. Well, that's gonna do it for this week's episode. We got a ton done. I gotta finish welding this roof part in. The other section is attached. I just need to weld that as well. We need to put the supports on underneath the roof to hold everything where it needs to be. What else? We got that motor and transmission out. Man, did that kick my butt. Freezing rain didn't help any, but a little bit of persistency. You know what I mean. We got it out of there. I'm thinking that I don't know if I'm going to be able to have time to do a Sunday episode. I'll probably film a little bit, but with trying to do one Friday and Sunday, it's just getting overwhelming. So I would rather do quality over quantity. So we'll probably just have one episode this week, but we'll see. Maybe if I can't sleep on, Saturday night or something, I'll come out here and, knock a bunch of this out. I think next week, what we'll do is get it on jack stands, take the box off, get the front clip completely off, maybe set that motor in where it needs to go, start building our motor mounts, transmission cross member. We can start getting stuff attached. What else? We could do our hanger bearing. We're going to do one of the stock drive shafts for sure. And then wherever the hanger bearing ends up, we'll determine whether or not we're going to use the front section or the back for the drive shaft. But anyways, we'll get to that once we get everything up off the ground. So, what else? We can put a dash in it. Then we can do the steering wheel. I could mount the brake caliper, or not brake caliper, the master cylinder, booster, all that good stuff. I mean, it just took a little bit of having at it. But anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Bye. Oh, you're still here. Yes, those wheels and tires are gone. I just have to get my brother to come get them. Need to finish that and welding that. That looks really good, I think. Real nice. What else we gotta do? Love that sticker. I think what I'm gonna do is put one on each side when we're all said and done. And maybe do like a little white pinstripe or something up to the front or something. I don't know yet, but yeah, next week this box is definitely coming out. We got to finish up this side. It's getting there. What else? Really need to get them doors done. I got material to do that other side. Well, I got enough for both, but maybe we'll take a peek at that quick. My plan is that hold on. What I'm going to do is cut this basically in half the long way, and then I'm going to weld it inside the door like that. Drill holes in it, weld nuts on it, and that's what I'm going to use for my hinges on the door part. It'll all be exposed, but I don't know. I don't think it'll look that bad. I'll clean it up and color match it and whatever else, but then we can get our hardware, welded and supported and whatever else inside there. So, I don't know. All in all, we've made a ton of progress. I'm extremely happy. If you guys are still here watching this, I really appreciate it. We're this close to being monetized, so if you don't mind, maybe watch a couple extra episodes for me this week. I'd really appreciate it. I've been doing this since the end of May, so there's lots of stuff to watch. Some of it ain't the greatest, but I'm trying. Getting better. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Don't work too hard unless it's on your project. All right, bye.